Good morning and welcome to Skedline. It is Tuesday, February 5th. I'm your host, Raven Smith. Here are the top news stories for today. It's day 2 of the sentencing hearing for serial killer Bruce McArthur. McArthur has pled guilty to 8 counts of first-degree murder in the dismemberment and deaths of 8 men connected to the city's gay village. Victim impact statements were read in court yesterday and continue today. Yesterday, previously unknown details of the killings were revealed. Continuing with the McArthur case, the police tribunal for a charged Toronto police officer is set to begin on Tuesday. Sergeant Paul Gauthier is charged with insubordination and neglect of duty in connection with allegedly failing to arrest McArthur after an assault in 2016. Skedline reporters Rosen, Michaela, and Natalia were at Queen's Park yesterday, covering the students' protests against changes to OSAP. For more on that story, check out their video on skedline.com. In national news, the CBC reports that the Canadian Border Services Agency has investigated over 1,000 allegations against its workers in the span of 2.5 years. The allegations include criminal association, excessive force, and inappropriate sexual language. 3 people are dead after a train derailment in Field, BC. The 3 people were CP Rail employees and have now been identified. In international news, federal prosecutors have subpoenaed Trump's inaugural committee. As reported by the Washington Post, the subpoena is related to documents about vendors and finances. Trump's organizations have fired 18 undocumented immigrants over the course of 2 months. Trump is also set to deliver his State of the Union address later tonight. In France, 10 people are dead and 30 people are injured after an apartment fire in Paris. A woman suspected of starting the fire has been arrested by police. Today also marks the start of the Chinese Lunar New Year. This year, the holiday celebrates the Year of the Pig. I'm Raven Smith. For more on these stories, head over to skedline.com. Thanks for watching.
This is Matthew Teixeira with your sports news for the day. The Leafs handed Anaheim their 16th loss in 18 games after cruising to a 6-1 victory. Jake Muzzin, in his 3rd game following his trade, scored his first goal as a member of the Maple Leafs. They've now passed the New York Islanders for 2nd in the Eastern Conference. Their next game is against the Ottawa Senators on February 6th. The Raptors will face the 76ers in Philadelphia and try to improve their record to 39-16. A win will move Raptors into the 1st place in the NBA and tie them with Milwaukee. A win in Philadelphia would move the Raps to 17-11 away from home, and they will be taking on the 76ers to hand them their 2nd straight loss. Kyle Lowry will be returning from his 1-game absence. Emiliano Sala's plane that went missing over the English Channel has been located by the Air Accident Investigation Branch. According to the team behind the search, the most pressing thing right now is to lift the plane from the seabed. A body has been seen in the wreckage but has not yet been identified as Sala or the missing pilot. The Humber Hawks women's volleyball team is preparing for their final game of the season. The team is preparing to take on the Niagara Knights, who they have never lost to in the team's history. They currently have a 24-0 record all-time against the Knights. The game will be at 6 p.m. at the Humber College Athletic Center. This has been Matthew Teixeira with your sports news.
Good afternoon. Welcome to skedline.com. It is Tuesday, February the 5th. I'm your host, Naila Tahir, with the top entertainment stories of the day. 52-year-old soap opera star Christophe St. John died on Sunday. John played the character of Neil Winters on The Young and the Restless. The actor had been suffering from depression since his son committed suicide in November 2014. The cause of his death is still unknown. The show's cast are mourning his death on Twitter. The fate of John's character is yet to be discovered. Los Angeles singer Demi Lovato deleted her Twitter account after being criticized for laughing at memes about the Atlanta rapper 24 Savage. U.S. immigration officials said 21 Savage is a British citizen who has overstayed his visa in the United States. Lovato tweeted, "So far, 21 Savage memes have been my favorite part of the Super Bowl." It is perceived Lovato was laughing at 21 Savage's arrest. She later clarified this was not the case. In an interview with The Independent, actor Liam Neeson admitted to having had violent thoughts about killing any black person after someone close to him was raped 40 years ago. These thoughts came across his mind after learning the attacker was black. He went to the pub for over 1 week in hopes of seeing any black person so he can kill them. Nissan said he is ashamed of his actions. The actor is being criticized for being racist. However, he said he's not racist in an interview with Good Morning America today. This year, Oscar winners will have 90 seconds to get up from their seats, go to the podium, accept their awards, and finish their speech. This gives them an extra 45 seconds from the previous Oscars. The speeches are expected to be short and yet passionate. The Oscars will air on February 24th at 8 p.m. That's it for today. Head on to skedline.com for more entertainment news. This has been Naila Tahir.